Hello, this is Moreale Brown from Moreale Brown Incorporated. It is a great Saturday morning, and I'm excited because this is the month of August, and the biblical meaning of August, or the eighth month, is new beginnings. I submit to you that this month is a new beginning from you in all areas of your life, financially, physically, spiritually, emotionally, in your relationships, in your business, and on your job. Everything that pertains to you is going to be new. Stay tuned. I have an exciting topic. I've been just talking about this the entire month of August since it's come in. You are a winner from where? From the womb. In your mother's womb, you are a winner. I'm going to go over that in a couple of days just to fine tune that particular topic, and because it's just a great topic to understand. The power word is found in Genesis 32:25 through 31. And I just want to set up the background. You have Laban, who is the uncle of Jacob. Laban is an entrepreneur. He owns all of his cattle, goats, sheep, and at the time back in the day, it was agricultural atmosphere, and that's how they made money. They didn't have all the technology and all the innovation that we have today, where they had different types of occupation. But back in the day, the biblical days, it was a day of agriculture. So you have Laban, who is the uncle of Jacob. He hires him out, tricks him a couple of times. And as most of you that do know the background, Jacob himself was a trickster, a supplanter, or a hustler. And I know when I was coming up as a young girl, when you saw someone, an entrepreneur, selling a television or selling DVDs, they would say, "Oh, he's hustling." And to me, I grew up thinking it was a negative connotation, and it's not. But anyway, just to fast forward, hustling meaning a person that's an entrepreneur or doing business. At any rate, you had Jacob. He worked for his uncle for 14 years, and he didn't have much to show for it. What he did was he had a roof over his head, he had food, he had clothing, he was surrounded by his family, but he didn't have any substantial savings, investments, stocks, bonds, dividends, any gold. He didn't have a lot of houses, land, and property. And we know today that when you have those particular things, you are able to leave an inheritance for your family. At any rate, so he goes to his boss, which is his uncle Laban, says, "Hey, you know what? I'm turning my 2 weeks notice because I can't continue to live like this. I don't have anything to show for it. I want to go out on my own with my entire family, and I need some money." So Laban says, "Oh, no, you don't. No, 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 no. You have too much talent. You have too much skills. You brought so much into this company. We can't let you go now. Our profits has gone up. We even was able to go on, the trade, the company, so on and so forth." And so he says, "Okay, you know what?" So Jacob, as a trickster, he starts thinking in his head, "How can I make this a win-win situation?" So he says, "Look, you have the solid colors, goats and sheep, okay, which is white particularly. And I have what we call the spot and speckle, or what they call the spot and speckle, meaning the colored one, multicolor, two-color, or mixed color. And back in those days, they thought that if your goats and your sheep were two colors, that there was something wrong with it. So he says, "Look, I'm going to have my relatives take care of your goats, your sheep, and I'm going to have mine. And I want to separate them out, and as mine will multiply, that's what I want to get back out of this business and out of this deal, so that my family can go on our way and we can be independent from you." And he says, "Okay." So what happens is Jacob, being really smart and understanding that what you focus on, you become. All right. The Bible says it this way. He says, "As a man thinks in his heart, so he becomes." And as you think, what you think on, you create. If you fear something, then what you fear is going to happen to you. If you are anticipating something, that what you are anticipating, it will happen to you. Earl, I think it's Hemingway or something like that. He says, your most dominant thought, you become. At any rate, so what Jacob did, he began to take the goats and the sheep. You have the male and the female, and he took the popular and the popular, not popular, but popular, and then he took the chestnut trees and he peeled it and he showed the white script, and so he placed it where the goats would go to drink. And I know that we are not in those days and time, and so but just try to come with me on this journey of imagination and see that here's the goats, the male goats, the female goats, looking and drinking in the water and the pasture, and as they're drinking, they're still focusing on this white, root of the chestnut tree. And the more they focus on that white chestnut tree, internally, when they begin to mate, guess what? Their offsprings came out multicolor, two color, brown, black, and white. And so it shows you the intervention of God and the hands of God in that particular situation, acting on the behalf of Jacob, even though he himself was a supplanter. I submit to you that you don't have to try any scheme at work to get over or to make much more money than you should be making in an unethical manner. But if you stay true with integrity and virtue, which is doing things the right way with integrity and keeping a good name, because a good name is definitely hard to find. So as I wrap this up, the takeaway here is this: God will fight for you. He will multiply you. And he's already given you that job so that you can continue to get up on time, be to work on time. Make sure while you at work, you are producing, and don't have an attitude of being disgruntled saying that, hey, I'm working for the green man, the red man, the pink man, but know that you're working because that's the talents and the skill that God has given you. Whether you're in church, organization, or you're in school, that's where you've been placed for this season. Have an attitude of gratitude, and know that your thoughts, what you focus on, you become. So watch your thoughts. Watch what you think, watch what you feel, watch your emotions. Have an attitude of gratitude and saying thank you for where I am at on this job until you become your own entrepreneur. Know that when you give 100%, the talents, the skills that you've given, your employers will give that back to you. All right? So again, you are a winner from the womb. You want more of these type of teachings, training, coaching, mentoring, give me a call at 704-621-4860, or go on my website, www.morealebrown.com. I look forward to hearing you so that we can help release and activate the winner inside of you. Look forward to hearing from you. Please share this. Thank you. Bye-bye.